Ohio's governor has been in the hot seat this week.
Text messages revealed that Governor Mike DeWine asked for money from FirstEnergy during his first campaign for governor, and they sent it to him.
But there are text messages saying that there was $500,000 that was going to a dark money PAC and that they were going to call you about it. Do you understand how that concerns people?
Well, I think I've answered the question.
Columbus Bureau reporter Morgan Trow has been breaking new developments on this story, and while the governor didn't actually answer her questions,
Morgan tells us exclusively that Republican lawmakers at the State House have seen the reporting and are taking action.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
Not guilty.
The largest corruption scheme in state history was able to take place due to dark money, allowing FirstEnergy to stay under the radar with campaign donations into an independent account so they could use $60 million to bribe former Ohio House Speaker Larry Householder into giving them a $1 billion bailout. Now, Governor Mike DeWine's texts are raising concerns about his connection with the indicted executives.
My one takeaway from your story was we need to get rid of all of it.
What is dark money? 501c4 nonprofits are allowed to spend unlimited funds on advertisements so long as they're not coordinating with the candidate. And they don't have to disclose where their money comes from. Republican State Rep Jay Edwards says this doesn't seem right.
We want Ohioans to figure out who is funding campaigns.
He's currently drafting a bill to require some sort of disclosure for dark money groups.
If a 501c4 is giving to a candidate or doing something for a candidate, does that need to be disclosed publicly? Who the donors are to that 501c4, should that be disclosed publicly?
And Democrats like House Minority Leader Allison Russo are on board, but they aren't optimistic that legislation like this will pass. Since the House Bill 6 scandal, Dems have introduced legislation to require more transparency, but those bills barely get hearings.
There seems to be no political will here to put in place protections that prevent this type of scandal from happening in the future.
House Speaker Jason Stephens raises concerns about how this type of legislation can be implemented.
The First Amendment and the federal, Supreme Court decisions make it a little more challenging to deal with that issue.
Back in 2010, Citizens United versus FEC ruled corporations have the same rights as people and thus have free speech in donating. Edwards knows this will be an uphill battle within the legislature to pass and will likely face court challenges. But he says he isn't giving up.
You never know if something's unconstitutional until you try to do it.
He's working with the House legal team to figure out how best to follow the law and help rebuild Ohioans' trust in their lawmakers. At the Ohio State House, I'm Morgan Trow reporting.